Oh, good. Yeah. Looking good, Kathy, good? Yeah. Meeting will come to order, please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before you sit down, just real quick, we lost a member of the borough family, Chris Hill. Young lady that used to, that used to work in our construction code office, work the window in the construction code office. She's been gone, but she's been retired for a while, but she passed away today. And if you know Michelle, who works there now, Michelle's as cool as a cucumber and calm all the time. And I think Chrissy Hill was even calm with Michelle for dealing with people that were not always at their best when they were in with an issue or a problem. But just 2 seconds so we can put her with job. Thank you.
Borough has complied with the notice of provisions of the specified law by adopting prior January 10th of this year, a resolution describing the date, times, and locations of all regular meetings of the commission. This meeting is one of the meetings listed in such resolution, and copies of the resolution were, by January 10th, filed with the borough.
And we convention to file the following reports, tax collector and municipal court.
So
We have the first reading of ordinance 1821, amending chapter 301 of the Code of the Borough of Collingswood, water rates.
can we do them both together?
Yes, and then we also have the first reading of ordinance 1822, amending chapter 247 of the Code of the Borough of Collingswood, sewer rates.
So we've been increasing water and sewer rates for the last several years. Putting a lot of money into our water system, sewer line maintenance, and so this is a nominal, it's a 4% increase, which is the same it's been for the last several years. We've been slowly ramping up those numbers because, mainly because of contamination to the water, for water system, and the changes in the standards from the federal and state government. We're spending $20 million upgrading our water system to meet those standards. So this is all going toward that. That's what it helps fund. And we're still below places that have New Jersey American, some of the private water companies. So this is the first reading. Second reading will be at the December 3rd meeting.
Commissioner Manley?
Yes.
Mayor Solano?
Yes.
And that was for 1821 and 1822. First reading of 1823, amending chapter 301, water connection fees.
Yeah. So the water connection fees, you know what, do the next one too.
Okay.
Get them all right.
And we have a first reading of ordinance 1824, amending chapter 301, fire hydrant fees.
So water connection fees are charged when there's new construction, which we, except for the lumber yard, we get like a house every 5 years. But it's for new construction and connections into the water system. Our rates are very outdated compared with other towns. We're updating that to get us comparable with other towns. We've had a little bit of it with like places like the church getting renovated, Alford, like some new construction. So this is getting those fees more in line. And fire hydrant fees. These are fees for other towns where we provide water service. We also maintain the fire hydrants in those towns. And they pay a rental, they pay a fee for that, well, in addition to what we charge for the water service. And it's also involved some of the water service, some of the services for use of fire hydrants by any kind of public utility, anything like that. So it's simply bumping those numbers up to be comparable with what is generally charged in the area. Second reading on this one, public hearing will be at the December 3rd.
On these two.
Yes, well, actually, all 4 of the ordinances tonight will all be that. They'll be Public Works and Rob.
Commissioner Manley?
Yes.
Mayor Solano?
Yes.
Okay, we have public comment on the resolution items.
Yeah, Joe, we got a proclamation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right. We have retirement. Yes. Time for you. All right. So I'm gonna read the whole thing, because people should know. Okay. All right. Here. You're gonna read along with me. Whereas Sue Grella is retired from the Connellsville Public Library after 37 years of remarkable service and steadfast dedication to her colleagues, community, and the countless patrons she has served. And whereas throughout her distinguished career, Sue Grella has served patrons of all ages with thoughtfulness, professionalism, and compassion, embodying the library's mission to educate, inform, and inspire. And whereas Sue Grella has been a loyal colleague and invaluable resource for fellow staff members, always willing to lend a hand, share her expertise, and support others with kindness and good humor. And whereas Sue Grella's dedication, care, and humility have made her a true ambassador for the Connellsville Public Library, one whose commitment to service and community has left a lasting impact on both patrons and peers. And whereas, in addition to her work within the library, Sue Grella was recognized by the New Jersey Library Association and its Unsung Libraries feature for her extraordinary compassion and advocacy in serving vulnerable populations, a reflection of her deep humanity and sense of purpose. And whereas, over her 37 years of service, Sue Grella has strengthened the fabric of our community, helping generations of residents discover the joy of learning, the power of information, and the welcoming spirit of a library. And whereas Sue Grella's retirement marks the close of a truly distinguished chapter in the history of the Connellsville Public Library, one defined by empathy, generosity, and an unwavering commitment to public service. Now, therefore, on this third day of November, 2025, it is hereby proclaimed by the Board of Commissioners of the Borough of Connellsville that Sue Grella be formally commended for her outstanding 37 years of service to the Connellsville Public Library, her invaluable contributions to our community, and her enduring legacy of care, knowledge, and dedication. We extend our heartfelt thanks and warmest wishes for health, happiness, and fulfillment in her well-earned retirement.
And then if I could just add,
Oh, hold on.
Susan kind of brings, that one reference to proclamation, we're kind of like the continuation of like the, one of the bridges to back to Peter Childs.
Yeah.
And Peter, that's right, it's a bridge from Peter. Peter, there's a room, the Peter Childs room at the library, but Peter was really set a great standard at the library for those items right at the end of that proclamation about empathy, about caring for people, about really taking care of them. And while I greatly appreciate all of your time in working at the library, the one bit in the proclamation, while this may close your chapter for that same kind of tradition, it is carrying on. Carissa is really keeping everybody going that kind of the way Peter ran things there, really changed the library, set it on a new direction, and it's still moving really quickly that way. We really appreciate all the work you did and wish you the best. Have a great time. All right? Yes.
And I want to do one of those. All these meetings. That's great. That's exactly. It warm inside.
37 years, ain't gonna be every month.
Yeah. All right.
Okay, public comment on the resolution items?
Any public comment on the 4 resolutions that we have just introduced? Oh, sorry, that's coming up.
Yeah, comment on the resolution for about.
Yes, we're about to. That's pretty bad.
Okay. Approving an update for the Borough of Connellsville personnel policy.
Yes, and I'll just say, this is updating a policy that we need to do every year in order to keep up with our insurance coverages. It's got a policy about AI now, all those things to keep us up to speed with operations. Yes.
Yeah.
Authorizing a 2025 budget transfer.
This is what it sounds like. Appropriations from one place to another where unused funds were needed in other places. So it's item, you can see all the transfers. Yes.
Yes.
Requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriation for Cross County Connection.
Received an itty bitty $2,800 that we're putting back into our budget from Cross County Connection to be used for the The bike parking.
Bike racks
Bike
usually.
racks. Like,
Sometimes we use it for sidewalk, side
but I think
crosswalk painting, but I think this year it's
this
bike
is
racks.
Bike racks, they're gonna be on head, so, yes.
Yes,
Authorize an application to DPP, for a grant for EV chargers, and I have a second one, authorize an application for, to the BPU, grant for also for EV chargers.
These are both, we'll see what sticks for the new parking lot behind Ocean Bay. But we have to install EV chargers there, and this hopefully will look good. Yeah,
yes,
Authorizing contract with Parker McKay for special conflict matters.
yes,
Authorizing a shared service agreement with Camden County for participation in Project SAFE.
real quick, Project SAVE stands for Substance Abuse Visionary Effort. It's a gateway to treatment, and it's a service that's provided, during our court hearings, that they're there, so it's a place to kind of catch and help with substance abuse issues. So, it's a way to fight against addiction, and it's a service that our judge and our court staff has found to be very supportive. So we're just going to continue that partnership. Yeah,
Authorizing to advertise to go out to bid for janitorial services.
yeah,
Approving raffle licenses, to Prevent Child Abuse, Inc., Animal Welfare, and Garfield PTA.
yes, yes, it is.
yes,
And appointing Kelly Castle, part-time youth services, paralibrarian.
Yes.
yes,
Just to highlight, this was added, a little late, so just, I'm not, this may not be, if you're watching from home, you may not see that on your agenda, it will be on the memorialized agenda.
yes,
Approving an agreement with Camden County Jeff,
yes,
and approving the payment of bills as presented by the treasurer for CFO.
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So I have.
Just a couple things, really just announcements, it's really hard for me to say this, but there'll be holiday events and celebrations happening the end of this month before the next meeting, the tree lighting, the parade, I'm not gonna be able to make it this year, but the tree lighting, the parade will be going. And make sure you, get out for the weekend, the Saturday before, the Saturday before Thanksgiving will be the Kyle's Cash Sale.
November.
There you go, November 22nd. And that's all I have.
All right, I have a little bit more than that. I want to start off by giving a very large and heartfelt thank you to our director of the farmers market, Kim Goodman, to Jim and Constant Cares, for teaming up to our amazing community that raised over $10,000 within 48 hours, to be able to support our SNAP benefits that we have at the farmers market. Usually, we have an average of maybe 10 families per week that use the service. This past Saturday, 63 families were served. They were all giving $50 in market vouchers. And there are funds to continue this effort through November. There was, with the court mandate on Friday, it seems there will be SNAP benefits to some degree in November, but it's unsure when those funds are going to be deposited, so we're still very much in a place of food insecurity. So just thank you to all those parties that worked so hard, to make Saturday a day where people could get some fresh produce for their families. And that line, Virtua Eat Well Mobile Farmers Market, is still coming to Collinswood every Wednesday, 10:45 to 11:45 in the parking lot on Newton Lake Drive by the new playground behind Parkview. 6 items for $5, 12 items for $8, and 20 items for $12. If you pay with SNAP or are a SNAP recipient, they will give you half off even if, so it's like really high quality produce. So another option for that during the week. Let's see, the snack vouchers. In the vein of the holiday event, the borough is partnering with Leader Up, a nonprofit, to do a townwide gift giving event for children 12 and under. We're going to have those boxes out at Borough Hall, and then they're going to be at Revolution Coffee as well. We will also be collecting gifts the night of the tree lighting. We'll have those boxes out in front of Borough Hall. especially looking for family board games. The idea is every family will get 2 gifts per child and 1 family gift. So board games, things that families can do together, those are gonna be especially welcome. We had a ribbon cutting today at Black Crow, Autumn Bloom. It's absolutely gorgeous. I encourage everyone to go check it out. You'll see pictures on the borough social media coming very soon. In the vein of holiday, we're gonna be showing The Grinch at the Pocket Park on November 14th. We had a really great time watching Hotel Pennsylvania two weeks ago. It was a great turnout, it was a really fun night, so we decided we're gonna do it again and get the holiday season started a little sooner. Tomorrow's election day. I had some people today, as we were walking into the building trying to vote, early voting has ended, but tomorrow's election day. There are 5 polling sites in Hollywood. If you don't know where yours is, feel free to email me, we'll figure it out together. It's important to vote, clearly, we all believe here in civic duty. This week we have our 4th out of 5 meetings for the rec plan. It's happening at 7 o'clock on Wednesday at the Scottish Rite in the ballroom. And then the final meeting will be Sunday, November 16th from 1 to 3 at the Scottish Rite. And that meeting is going to be all things turf, which seems to have been one of the biggest feedbacks we've received. So, I think I've given you all the dates. Call Cash tailgate is November 22nd. And that is it for me. Can I have a motion to, oh,
You.
sorry, public meeting, I'm so sorry. Yes, sir, please.
Tom Alden, had just want to give a shout out to Jeff and his team on October 21st. I had a stroke on the morning of the 21st. And thank you.
Well, you look like you're
I mean,
getting better, well. My goodness, thank you, Jeff. Glad to see you still here.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Larry DiGiovanni, Merrick Avenue. A suggestion. Okay, I know these Avenue projects, the Park Avenue projects, really rolling along. But, parking lease, when they did the 3 corners,
Mhm.
suggestion. Pylons, caution tape, not a good idea. You need something a little bit more of a barrier, okay, especially when you have form pins sticking up. Somebody would fall in it and you get impaled, and you'd have serious losses on your hands. My suggestion is, if you're going to do a job like that, make sure the job, whoever the project manager is, follows up on the job, with the contractors. Make sure they cap all of those pins before they leave that job site. Because like I said, it's very easy for somebody to fall in the hole and get impaled on one of those pins.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen, and believe me, it can put a world of hurt on a lot of people and now a giant loss to the borough. All right?
Thanks, Larry. Stephen and our engineer, you're taking notes, right?
Just to be honest, so the parking lease, that's a county project, I meet with them bi-weekly to go over concerns, because I will for
Yeah,
that.
it's cool with that.
That is not our project.
No, I know.
Things there.
I know that, that's, but the point being is it could be sustainable, come back to us.
For what it's worth, you can always just alert us to that, like, right away. And we'll let, yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, any chance somebody can get impaled, don't have to wait for 7 o'clock.
Got
Okay, you let us know.
Yes, sir.
Richard Claman, Maple Terrace, 743. I have a question. Every time you raise the rate of the waters rate, it is effective January the 1st. And when I get my bill at the end of December or the beginning of January, it has the new rates on it.
Because you're paying prospectively. Your base rate's going forward and your usage in the past. Okay, it's still charging that base rate going forward, and then you have, when you get that bill, you have your usage charges for the prior.
And that,
It will go over it and make clear with Betty, with CFO on how it gets done, but the new rates don't kick in until the 1st.
and it passed.
and I know you brought this up before, Mr. Klingerman. I talked to Bill Giordano about it, who,
And he didn't give me an answer. He said that's how they did it always in the past.
Well, it is, and there happens to be a very good reason for it. which is the base rate starts the first, and then you're charged on the usage as well. I know, it's a little goofy. It's not like you're paying your base rate for your past usage, you're paying prospective. We'll get you, Cassandra will get you a little email
Yes.
on, okay? We'll put it in writing, we'll write it up for you.
Yeah, because it's always, oh. The amounts for the different rates were higher every
Yeah.
January 1st to pay.
Yep, that's why we do it now, to get it done, so it's done in time to get it up for January. Make a motion, we adjourn.
All right, meeting adjourned.
That's something that I don't think it's strategy about trying to get it done.